Hello guys, this is Aykut Bozkurt. Today I want to talk to you about ChatGPT. How you can get the most out of it is our concern. Of course, you can use it from your browser, but I want to show you another way of using it. Here is the repo we will be using. This is ChatGPT. You can launch it from your desktop. It's a much better experience. First of all, you don't have to go to your browser and open the ChatGPT from the address bar. And here is the installation link. When you go to here, you will see some releases, and here is the latest one. And when you scroll it down a little bit, you will see the files associated with the release. So whatever your operating system is, you may need to download different types of files. In this case, I'm using Windows, so I will use this one, 64-bit. 0.8.0. I have already downloaded and I have already installed it. It's really easy to install. You will download it and install it. It will put a shortcut to your desktop. So I have put it in here. And after you install it, you will click it and it will launch. Here is my ChatGPT. If you have used ChatGPT before, you will see something like this in your browser as well. But of course, this is a desktop experience. You will have some additional features to use. You can change the theme. You can go to your control center, and I will show all of them one by one. Not all of them, but some of them, some of the important features. So if you go to here, and if you go to here, there is some information how you can install it. Anyway, it's really easy to install. You just need to download the installer and do the setup. So it has an additional feature, which is also awesome ChatGPT prompts. This is the really flashy feature, I can say. So these prompts are community-driven prompts. If you scroll it down, you will see pre-made presets, and how this is gonna work is like this. I will make a presentation of it. So these are made pre-made presets for us. So let's scroll it down to see as an example. This is utilizing the word act as, this one. This is really important because when you want to use the ChatGPT, when you use this prompt as a first sentence, and when you press enter, this will dictate to the ChatGPT that you want to use this prompt. Let's see what it writes in here. I want you to act as an English teacher, spelling corrector and improver. I will speak to you in any language and you will detect the language, translate it and answer it in the corrected and improved version of my text. And you can keep reading. And my first sentence is İstanbul'u çok seviyorum, burada olmak çok güzel. So I am Turkish, so I can read this. But whatever you put as an act as to your ChatGPT, it will try to get that personality. So it will try to give you answers in this syntax. So there are lots of presets, but the good thing is you don't have to put these manually. I mean, you can copy and paste it to any ChatGPT. Even you can use it in your browser and copy this prompt and paste it, and you can go from there. Yes, that's an option, but you don't have to, because these are presets. I mean, you can scroll it down, there are lots of them. So people in the community has made these. We will use this as an example. So how will we use these presets? So when we launch the ChatGPT desktop application, when you put /, you will see all the presets that you have seen in the GitHub page here exists in the program internally. So they have some shortcuts to them, but you can also filter them just by writing translator. So here is, when you mouse over, you will see the explanation, what it will put to your prompt. When you press it, you can see the whole prompt, but when you press it, it will put the prompt in your text box, so you don't have to write it manually. So I will write some some Turkish in the prompt box. I don't have to manually say translate this, translate that, or whatever. So let's say let's clean it. So I have written bugün hava çok güzel in here, and it translates to English, the weather is fine today. That's a proper translation, of course. And let's write something else. So this translates properly as well. I said marketten gelirken ekmek almayı unutma. I made a typo in here, but anyway, it was able to translate it to English, but these are community made presets, right? So if you want to edit them, you may need to copy and paste them, and let's say I want to translate it to from Turkish to English, but this says I want you to act as an English translator, right? I can edit the prompt, but this takes time. If I want to put it all the time, if I want to change it all the time, uh, it's not really productive to work it that way. However, we can create our own presets. So let's say I have already made a preset, but I will change this preset. Let's copy. And if I go to Preferences, Control Center, let's make it full screen. So I already made a preset, but I will edit this or delete this just for the sake of the tutorial. And I will add a model to here. So my prompt is the same, but I will modify it. Let's say I want you to act as a Turkish translator this time. And let's copy. When I see the English words, I will change it to Turkish. So also I want to change the sentence. So I have modified the prompt. This will act as a Turkish translator this time, and we can use it this way. Also, I will put, as I said in the beginning, when you press forward slash, it will this will be your command. Okay, so I need a trigger word for it to work. So I will write Turkish in here, and I will add Turkish here, if I can write it properly, and I will press OK. Do I need to put something in here? Okay, so I have made a preset of my own, and when we go back, if I close this and if I press forward slash, if I write Turkish or I think this has crashed. Maybe I may need a new chat. Sorry. Yeah, I think this has crashed in the server. So if I try it again, this window doesn't work somehow. Let's click somewhere else. Maybe I may need to restart the ChatGPT for the new preset. I'm not sure, but it can be the reason. So when you launch the program, it puts a shortcut. If I close from here, it doesn't close the ChatGPT. It still exists in here. So if you click, you can still use it. But if you want to quit the ChatGPT completely, right click, quit ChatGPT. And if I launch it again, let's try. Now it works. So you can put your own presets there. You can do a lot of things when you use act as. So I've been using to create some scripts or fix some Python code with ChatGPT. It was helping me a lot, but in this case I will not do it. This is just a presentation of that repository, and there are lots of stuff in here. Let's try this one maybe. It seems like when you put the first prompt after you use the preset, it fills this automatically, so you may need to delete it. Anyway, you got the idea how you can use the presets, how you can create your own presets. And you can, when you press here, you can go to this page. And this page has some links, and also let's see what else. I think this is the only important thing with this. I mean, you can sync your prompts, by the way. These are your prompts. So if you want to have an updated prompts from the site, you can press sync. So it will sync the prompts from here, from the database. So you get the updated presets. Anyway, there is nothing much more to discover here. Maybe there is, but I don't think they are so important because I'm using this presets all the way. Other than this part is over about the ChatGPT. So anyway, other than ChatGPT, I was working on some ideas about the automatic 1111's web UI. So I came with an idea about batch in painting. So there is nothing existing in any repo that I know. There is nothing like batch in painting feature. So how will it work? About that, I'm working on the idea. I was able to generate some results, but the code still has some bugs. So I may need some time about it. I will show you a presentation about it as well, if I can make it work properly without bugs. I also made a feature request to Automatic 1111 and the other developers there, but not even a single like, or not even somebody has commented like, hey, this can be a cool feature. Nothing. So it's a really cool idea and it works. You don't need to paint manually, by the way. It's batch in painting. So how will it work? It will use some extensions in the automatic 11's. So it can automatically mask the images with your prompts. Sorry. It can automatically mask your images with your prompts, or it can use some dedicated AI trained models to make the masking for you, and you can do the batch in painting and you will get some really good results. I mean, you don't have to do the work for all images separately. This is really productive, and I always like being productive. And there are some other ideas as well. I will not reveal it in this video, but I can make some interesting stuff, and I can share some interesting stuff in the future videos. Also, the reason that I wasn't able to put videos to the channel because there was a lot of things going on the in the real life, so I wasn't able to. That's why I'm thinking to make some videos related to stable diffusion as well, especially with the automatics version, because it's the best for futures. I believe so. And there is also this thing recently. They have changed the high resolution fix, and I personally do not like it. And I have a way to use the old high resolution fix. If you haven't figured out already, I may make a video about it as well. I may explain some stuff in really deep details, maybe about scripts, maybe some advanced tutorials. Let me know in the comment section of this video. So I started with ChatGPT, I am ending it with Stable Diffusion, and also of course if you want to see some stuff about some other AIs as well, I also, for example, I have played with Cobalt AIs models. They can write stories about a topic that you provide. It's a really interesting concept, and of course they have a lot of models. Some of the models can generate non-secure for work stories. That's a of course the model is trained that way, but some other models can do some other stuff. Really interesting project. I like it. I liked it as well. And some other maybe system utilities stuff you're more interested. Yeah, these kind of stuff, and some maybe some other repositories from GitHub as well. One-click installation videos got some attention. I can make some cool videos or make some cool projects easy to use for you as well. That depends. Let me know what you want next, or something that you want to see in the channel. So I try to do my best. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. I'm not making any money from these videos because I don't meet the requirements to make some cash out of YouTube. So I need lots of subscribers. I need a lot of hours to be watched in YouTube, and maybe later it can I can be available to make some money out of it. Other than that, if you can like the video, that will be really enough for me, and I really appreciate it for your support. I try to answer almost all comments if I am able to, uh, if I know the answer. Otherwise, I can make research. I try to find the answer for you. Anyway, that's it. I talked more than the tutorial itself, but it was necessary. So, have a good time. I see you next time.